Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus again. Got a minute I want to share with you. I want you to know about my God. I'm not talking about the God we were raised on because I get the impression that the God we were raised on is the same God that says all of the hell that we experience every day is okay. And whomever wants to represent that God is doing nothing to make it better or to give us information that would relieve the pain and suffering. And so I'm convinced that that is not a God that I would know. The God that I would know is the God that cares about me, cares about my needs, my wants, and my desires. A God that I know would be concerned that I lived in peace and be prosperous and free, joyous and happy, and that I got a chance to live my dreams. And that would include, but not limited, me too. Food, clothing, shelter, education, health care. In fact, any and everything that's made by the hands of man. And that would be because God gave the earth and all of the resources to be utilized to satisfy the needs and wants that men have determined are essential, and requires that men engage themselves in the process of causing a manifestation of that by engaging in a career or a job. In other words, they're making the stuff. God gave them the resources, they got the needs and the wants. They put their hands to the plow and they make the stuff. They make it in such an abundance that anybody that wants it get access to it. That's plain and simple. That's plain and simple. And anything that comes to mess with that is from the pit of hell. And that goes to say to the world and America that whoever you are, we're walking around in the pit of hell. Somebody has lied to us and we've accepted it. It doesn't matter how righteous we think we are. We are going along with a system that says hell is okay. A system that says people like Donald Trump, and I'm talking about those who look at Donald Trump and know he's lying every time he opens his mouth, and that yet there are other people going around supporting everything he says. That kind of crap. That stuff does not exist where truth is. That stuff does not exist where love is. And the reason that that stuff exists is because it's okay here. And the kind of people that would eradicate that stuff are not here. We who are here accept that. We go along with the system. We go along with the idea of money, that we can have all our needs and our wants met, just get the money. That's what we go along with rather than what God has set up. And so you can't deny that. You can talk that smack, but you can't deny that. And see, God has a requirement. Anybody that knows God really knows God, and they would not take this stuff. They stand up and tell the truth. They don't give a stank what people think or say. They would stand up and tell the truth, but they wouldn't just tell the truth. They'll mention and stand up and give representation to that which is right. And this would have an impact. It would have an effect on the people. The people would either see it and be moved by it and make a change. And if that happens to a great magnitude, the person that's standing up for it will be killed. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying you will be killed. I'm not going to lie to you. You will be killed because there is no greater way you can stand up for truth than to stand up and tell them to kiss your ass. You going to stand up for truth. And they can kill you and you ain't running and hiding. You stand up on a mountaintop and tell them to kill you because you standing up for truth. If you know God like that, you know God made the earth, you know God made the world, you know God made you know God got your back. You don't know that. You can't really represent God. So let's tell the truth like it is. People standing up, talking about they saved. They saved because the world says, okay, you can do this. We'll let you do this. That'll be your indication that you saved, and you go out there and do that and come back thinking it's normal. Everybody doing it. Everybody doing it. So got to be all right. You forgot all about the straight and narrow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you that. Now, I'm gonna let you go ahead on about your business. Thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Goodbye for now.